Oh, I got lost on the way to you in an orange sky by the ocean blue. Every mile lost, my soul renewed, taken by the sunrise and the golden view. Walking slowly in the mountains underneath the constellations. Yeah, I know that you've been waiting for me. Time is losing all its meaning, like I'm living in a dream, and I've been chasing all the feelings I need. It's in these moments with words unspoken, my eyes wide open, life tastes so sweet. It's in these moments where all I know is coming into focus, and now I see. It's in these moments. It's in these moments. Oh, I know that you've been waiting. It's in these moments. Oh, I got lost on a winding road in the dark of night, with the stars aglow. Heaven's up above, got me below, as I head to you, like the river flows. Walking slowly in the mountains underneath the constellations. Yeah, I know that you've been waiting for me. Time is losing all its meaning, like I'm
We got sound, guys. Give me a 1 if we got good sound.
It's in these moments with words unspoken, my eyes wide open, life tastes so sweet. It's in these moments where all I know is coming into focus, and now I see. It's in these moments. It's in these moments. It's in these moments. It's in these moments. And now I see, it's in these moments.
Sorry, I got a commercial playing in the background. I'm trying to set the video up. Ooh, slow down. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. That's Molly over there shaking herself around. She just came from outside. Okay, so I found this video. It's a body cam, and but this person uploaded it, so we're gonna put the fair use thing up. We are using this for educational purposes, and I probably will be stopping it a couple times. So we are going to be using this under Hey Homeless under fair use. We are going to be using this so we can learn. Okay, so I don't know if that helps or not, but and y'all know I like to stop it anyway and give my fucking opinion. There's a way to split screen this. I used to, for a minute, it was split screened. If I could figure out how to do that again, it would be so much easier. Okay, so you guys know I hate high-speed chases. Now, this was not a high-speed chase, but I also, even in an emergency, I know it's got to be hard. You're trying to get somewhere. You're trying to get somewhere and you're trying to get there fast. And if it's a real emergency, like a life and death emergency, I don't know. I haven't watched the video. So before I give my opinion, let's watch the video. Let's watch it together. It's not even that long. I think it's about 6 minutes. Hey, Ying Yang. Good to see you all. Okay, so let's watch the video. I get it all already set up, I think. This might be one day. I'm not going to speak too soon. I was going to say this might be one day when Amy's got her act together, but I'm not going to speak too soon. Okay, so let's see what this guy is showing us here. And this is very sad. So, be prepared.
2023, a Seattle police officer fatally strikes a 23-year-old female student while the officer is en route to assist with an emergency medical call for an overdose.
The first person overdosing is calling it in himself. His name is Alex. He's refused to give the rest of the name. He wants to stay on the phone with us until he arrives.
The officer would never make it to that scene. In the next 90 seconds, he would have his own emergency to deal with. We'll break down this video, highlighting.
I hate to stop it so soon, but she's saying that the caller, they're ODing, and when somebody's ODing on that shit, I don't think they can talk very well. And she's saying he won't give the address. He wants to stay on the phone. Obviously, he's calling for help. I know that's not what this video is really about. In a way, it is, but okay. But he's not giving the address because he probably can't. Do you understand? He's probably can't talk enough to give it. And that's why he wants to stay on the phone. He wants her to trace it. But she's taking it. You can hear it in the tone of the 911 operator's voice. She's taking it like, he won't give the address, but he wants to stay on the phone. Don't you get it? He wants to stay on the phone because he wants y'all to find him. He don't want to die. He feels it coming on. He realizes that. Okay, so this guy's trying to get there, and this is not a high-speed chase, but he is in a hurry to get to this guy. So obviously they've traced the address. Okay, so back to the situation at hand. So he's trying to get to this guy, but instead, this happens.
Highlighting 8 possible factors that contributed to this fatal incident.
I will have the link to this in the video. Look how fast he's going. Him.
Mary 2, started supervisor, start fire for a struck pedestrian.
He don't even sound upset to me. So far,
Factor
he don't.
1, the crosswalk. We can't see it from the video, but the officer admits the pedestrian was in the crosswalk. In this situation, the pedestrian was in the correct area to cross the road. Had the officer yielded at crosswalks in the scenario, he could have avoided hitting the pedestrian. Factor 2, time of day. In this case, there was relatively good street lighting, but any scenario at night will hinder how well a driver can see hazards in the road, regardless of the situation. Factor 3, visual obstacles. At the scene of the crash, there was also construction on the right-hand side of the road. This construction might have made the pedestrian harder to see from a distance. Conversely, the cruiser may have also been difficult to see from the pedestrian's perspective, which we will cover in a later point. Factor 4, the rate of speed. This was the biggest factor in this situation becoming fatal. During the initial impact, the speedometer reaches somewhere between 72 and 58 miles per hour. Even with the most beneficial estimate of the officer's speed, this was not a survivable crash. Even in the unlikely event that the officer was traveling only 58 miles an hour, the chance of this being survivable was in the single percentile. The fact that the incident involved a large SUV equipped with a steel push bumper did not help matters. Factor 5, proper visual signaling. The police squad had its emergency lights activated during the incident. Of the hundreds of evidentiary photos taken of the scene, several photos show the perspective a pedestrian would have had for the approaching police SUV. While their lights are visible, it is important to note that the cruiser was traveling at a high rate of speed and the pedestrian had only seconds to react. Factor 6. Audible warning.
I just want to stop this for a minute because I want to keep this. I don't want to offend this person because this is just a body cam. They did put their work into it too, but this has been viewed like 300 and something thousand times. I really don't think they're going to get offended, and I really think we're following fair use here. I know this wasn't a high-speed chase, and I like the way this guy's breaking this down, and I will be leaving a link to this. But man, they've got to be more careful. And this is another reason why I get so upset when I see them, even when they're going slow, not using the blinkers, not stopping correctly at the stop signs. And also, I caught one yesterday. I know I had my wipers going, but that bitch had her emergency lights on. She didn't, and all they did was go back into the Walgreens. And then I think they might have seen me, or I don't know, but I seen them leave the Walgreens. I get the fuck up out of there because I didn't want no retaliatory stops on me. But they basically put the emergency light. It looked to me, what I observed is they put the emergency lights on so they could hurry up and get to Walgreens and back in. And they were probably going to sit there and do their paperwork. But for some reason, they did leave. Either they got a call or they saw me, and I don't know. They might not know me yet in this car, but they will soon. Okay, back to our video. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pause for so long.
While the officer was en route to the initial emergency he was called to, he failed to consistently use his sirens. This was a medical call, so it's unknown at the time why the officer did not use his sirens for the full response. The officer did chirp the vehicle periodically at the intersections, and you can hear him do it once more before the impact.
Any other time they have
the officer utilized his cruiser's audible warnings to their full capacity, this tragedy might have been avoided. Factor 7. Time to treatment. The officer is surprisingly collected after the impact. He immediately notifies other officers of the situation and begins CPR shortly after.
Didn't I say he sounded calm? I hadn't watched this before.
Started supervisor start fire for a struck pedestrian.
Is it the same location, sir?
Negative, I'm going to be on Aurora.
Yeah, I never seen this. I thought he was calm too.
Thomas. Dexter and Thomas. A firm, I'm okay.
He's okay, but the guy ain't. I'm sorry. The female. I think it was a female.
CPR in progress. Open the airway.
Factor 8. Pedestrian movement. On a final note, the officer stated that the pedestrian ran or darted into the street.
She was in the crosswalk. She saw me. She started running through the crosswalk. Slammed on my brakes. Instead of staying back where she should before crossing.
The squad was equipped with a dash cam, and while we requested that video from the prosecutor's office, it has not been released yet. The prosecutor's office provided this statement in regards to releasing future videos. There is more than 20 in-car video and body-worn video attached to this case, and surveillance video was collected. We have released in the first installment what has been made public at this time, and the additional videos will be released after review.
At least we're getting a little motion now.
Hey, it's me, your skin. Some cleansers get us clean, but take my moisture. I'm craving
I will put the link to that. Hey, Westside, how you doing? I will put the link. Hey, Anon, I will put the link. It's good to see all you guys this morning. I'll put the link to that in the description. Wow. You know, I think that could have been avoided if he would have had his emergency lights on the whole time, and if they would be more careful at these intersections. Just because they have the right to go through them, they also have to think we have to have time to respond to the fact that, hey, there's an emergency vehicle flying through this intersection. They've got to think about that. Okay? Let's say you're already in motion and then here comes one flying. You got to have time to react to that. They got to give you a little, they got to think about that, you know? Anyway, so that's why one of the reasons I get so offended when I see them not following traffic laws. It's not the only reason. It's one reason. Another reason is that we have to follow them, you know, and they don't. And that's why every time I get behind one, no stop sign. They don't stop completely. They don't use their blinkers. And it really gets aggravating. Use emergency lights to get through red lights and stuff. That's at least against department policy. Okay? It may not be illegal, but it's that. When I say illegal, I still say it's illegal as in fact citation-wise. Like, you know, I think they should get a citation just like we would. Okay? In reality, you know, I'm not too much on traffic law anyway. I don't like a lot of it. I guess some of it's kind of necessary. I do believe in free travel, but I personally cannot handle that. My anxiety couldn't handle being pulled over all the time. They don't listen, and they don't know what they should know and what's common knowledge. Do you really think they're going to sit there and listen to you talk about free traveling? No, they're not. It's too much. You're not going to be expecting it, no. And he was going extremely fast. I could see maybe around, oh Lord, that's what I'm saying. You have to be so careful get to these emergencies. And you know there was more than one cop on the way. There usually is. And the ambulance was on the way. First of all, he couldn't do nothing for the guy anyway unless he has some narc on him. He probably did have some Narcan on him. But he never made it there. So somebody made it there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of them. And the ambulance was called too. And the 911, I don't even know if she had the full address yet. Because she was complaining about him not giving the address. And again, like I said, she was acting bitchy about that. I don't think dude could give his address. I think he got a hold of some of that fucking badass shit they stick in everything. That's why people, you can't be doing street drugs, man. That shit will get you. They stick that fentanyl in it. That shit's harmful. It takes lives, and I hate that shit. I hate it. Anyway, I put the link up if anybody wants to come up. I still have not picked a day for the panel, but when I pick it, I will let y'all know. I will advertise it on both my community pages, and we probably will do it on the backup. I know it's already Thursday, but y'all have at least like a day warning. I'm sorry, guys. My birthday's. I'm a birthday girl. I love my birthday. You're doing good, girl. I'm glad, Westside. I did. I had a good birthday. My husband, he asked me, "Do you want to go somewhere? Do you want cake?" And I said, "Not yet. Let me get better, and then we'll celebrate." I can celebrate any day I want. I always do. Like I said, usually I celebrate for days. And when I was young, I would celebrate the whole fucking month. But we'll get it done. And we're not going to run it that long either. The first year, we went almost 6 hours. Last year, I don't know how long we went. I can't find last year's. I don't know if they took it down or if I just can't find it. Hell, maybe I put it on private. I don't know why I would have. But I don't know. But anyway, we'll probably, yeah, thanks for passing out the backup, because we probably will do it on the backup, because I want to play music. Yes. And again, I want to thank you, my mystery donor that sent me a nice donation yesterday. I do appreciate that. Well, hello, Westside. Hey, beautiful.
How you doing?
Good, except for my foot.
Oh,
How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah,
Happy birthday.
thank you. It was yesterday, but I celebrate for days anyway.
Exactly. The whole month.
And I'm still not 50. Not that there's nothing wrong with being 50, but I think it's good that I'm a grandma of 7 and I'm still not 50.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So, you've been out caught watching lately? I haven't had time to look.
Yeah, I went out last week.
Good. I'm proud of the work you're doing.
Thanks, you
And
too.
thank you. I haven't been out in a while, but I will get back out there. And Joey's here now, but shit, I'm gotta get my foot fixed real quick, and then I'm gonna, hopefully he'll still be here, because I really don't have nobody to work with down here. Hey, Margaret. Hey.
Girl with the camera is supposed to be going down too, so hit her up.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, that would be cool. Me. Shit, first she was talking about moving down here, and I was hoping she did, but then she acted like she didn't want to. I don't know. I wish she would move down here, because then I'd have her and Joey,
Yeah, they're talking about Joey moving in here, so.
I don't want Joey moving there. Damn, But he's got to do what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not what I want, not what girl with a camera wants. It's got to be what Joey wants to do,
And his family's still going to be down there, so I'm sure he's going to be back and forth.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to be back and forth no matter where he lives. And he's not going to, and Ragged Monkey's down here, and that Miami department. Once people, you know how it is, once some departments, they fuck with you in a certain way, you don't forget that shit.
No, dude, have you seen his last video? Him and Raggle. That cop was making fun of Jay.
Yes, I did see that. Yes.
That's
It's
horrible. They should be saying
disgusting.
that. I mean, should we go around saying, "Oh, look at your comrade died too"? Like, I mean, like they overdosed or they
what I do when theirs die? I put it on Facebook and say "Rest in peace." That's what my dumb ass does, because I don't want to see nobody die.
Right.
I'm sure you've seen my Facebook. You're on my Facebook on my Americanamy one. Yeah, if one dies, I share the article and put "Rest in peace," because I don't want nobody to die. They can look at us as less than, but I can't look at no human being as less than. Okay?
Right.
But
I don't understand their mentality. Highlighting.
Well, I had somebody, explain this to me in a way. That it's a culture, and once it becomes like a group or gang mentality. It's a culture. Like, we back each other up in a good way. They're patting, like, we pat each other on the back for catching a cop doing something for real wrong. They're patting each other on the back for just fucking with people. I can see patting somebody on the back if they caught somebody doing a real crime. Yeah, good, because we don't want real criminals out here. But we as a society do not need to be policed.
Right.
If somebody commits a crime, then yeah, get out there and get their asses. But leave the rest of us alone. Stop pulling us over. And if you gotta pull me over, then then pull me over. Give me my ticket for my headlight. Stop fishing, and let me go get my headlight fixed. And then and they shouldn't even charge you for that. They should just, let them show that you fixed it.
Well, like you said, like, why do we even have traffic laws? I mean, I understand that we do, but at the same time, they had vehicles. They made all these laws for traffic. So if I have a buggy, that's the same thing as a car, even though a horse is carrying it. So we're allowed to travel.
Yes, we are a lot of trouble. And like I said, if my anxiety wasn't so bad, and if I already didn't deal with them in the way I do, but do you know how much you would get pulled over? And you know how hard it is to get one to listen. Oh, we dropped her from it. How hard it. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Okay. There she is. Okay. You there, honey?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. You know how hard it is to get one to listen to the real fucking law. Well, this is the real law too, but you know what I'm saying? Regular, common, easy shit. Okay? So getting one, I've seen people get one to listen, and they've gotten pulled away. No ticket, no nothing. But it's hard, and I cannot do it. Unfortunately, I wasn't around. You wasn't around. We wasn't around when the driver's license program went in effect. It's there now. I don't think we're going to get rid of it.
Well, I keep telling youngsters, like my cousin, he's 21. Before he went and got his license, I told him, don't do it. Just drive around, see how you do. Because, like, technically, we're not supposed to have a license. We're not supposed to be a part of this traffic ticket program and all this stuff. That's
No,
for consumers. We are private people. We're not consumers. We're shoppers. We go shopping. We're not making money for the government. See,
right,
all
right.
this is the government. And like our parents told us they didn't understand when they got us birth certificates and social security numbers. They didn't understand.
They
So
didn't.
if we
Just like the
have,
driver's
we
license thing.
literally
Like I
have
said,
like
we wasn't there to
millions
stop
of
it, but
dollars.
you can stop your kid from getting in it. You're right. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Well,
Um,
my thing is too is I've been looking into a lot of stuff, and I mean I saw it all on TikTok at first. There's people that are getting private. It literally says private on their license plate, where they're freeing themselves. And
mm-hmm.
when our told us and got us our birth certificates and social security numbers, they actually started putting money in our account. So we actually have probably about $1 million right now, and the government doesn't want us to know that. Um, they don't want us touching it. They want to control us, and that's the whole control thing. So a lot of people need to start doing their
Research.
research.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes. They need to, yeah, we can't feed it to them. And that's what I tell people. And then on TikTok, anytime people would always say, "Where's the rest of the video?" You got 3 minutes. I've heard they raised it to 10, but they've shortened the attention span so much, and now YouTube's full of it too. See, YouTube, they kept wanting shorts. I knew this was going to happen. They kept begging for shorts. They begged us all for shorts, and they pushed our shorts out there. Everybody's shorts out there, right? Just about. And now all the shorts is everybody dancing, just like TikTok. So
Yep.
what are you doing? You're turning YouTube into TikTok, and and the long form content is just so hard to find, and and even when you're looking for it, if you're not careful, you'll get distracted by these little shorts. Even I get distracted by them. It's cute. I'm glad that people are having fun and dancing together and stuff. That's beautiful. But there's serious things going on that the shorts are fun, and there was some good info on the shorts, just like on TikTok. Like you said, there's some good info, but most people are watching the dancing and singing, especially now. I've noticed, unless I just somehow have got on the wrong algorithm, all I'm getting is dances lately on TikTok shorts.
If you hit a like on any dances, you will get it, and that's the same on TikTok.
Oh
So what I
God!
do is on TikTok and YouTube, I'll put in First Amendment, and then I'll start watching the shorts on that, and I'll look and I'll like those, or like you'll do a search on what specific word, and hit that and hit like, and then when you see a dance, what I do is I hit dislike, or I'll do not recommend, and then I'll undo it so that I don't get it, or I'll leave the I'll leave the do not recommend, but I will do the the dislike, and then I'll undo the dislike so that it won't show up in my algorithm no more.
Oh, that's a good idea. And then that way, that person don't get a dislike. For
Right.
real. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
have a dislike.
No, I understand. Yeah, it takes a lot for me to put a dislike on a video.
Yeah. Well,
It really
I've been
does.
seeing little girls. Little
Well,
girls
that would make me dislike.
Yes. And I don't know what she was doing. I didn't like it. I didn't like her parent in the background coaching her. I didn't like that. And nobody should be doing that. And I mean, they don't want kids on YouTube, but yet here we got adults doing it. And they do it all the time on TikTok.
Right. You can't put a lot of these true crime. There's just one true crime channel I watch. They don't show any of the children's pictures anymore that are deceased. And I'm talking about regular pictures of when they were like their school pictures and stuff, regular live pictures, because YouTube doesn't like it. But yeah, you can show all this other crazy stuff. Did you hear about the girl that and nobody mentions this. There's a girl, she's a true crime, and she requested support documents on a very sad case of a young boy that was killed by his stepmother. And they sent her the autopsy photos. First of all, and my understanding is when Dale Earnhardt died, his family went to court and sued and made it where it was illegal to publish autopsy photos, if I'm not mistaken. But regardless, she published them on her damn Patreon, and everybody's coming down on her for it, which I think was a horrible thing to do. I don't think it was necessary to show those pictures. If I'd have been given those, I wouldn't have showed them. But this is the problem. Nobody has said anything about the records people. That's what we pay for. We pay for them to take stuff like that out. We pay for them to redact people's names and phone numbers. But when I get body cams back, it's generally me that has to redact people's names and phone numbers. Yep. But they'll set, because they don't care about our information, but yet we pay them to redact that stuff. And they should have never sent her these autopsy photos. I do not believe. I don't think they should have sent those. I don't think it was even legal to send them. But nobody's mentioned that. Nobody nowhere.
That they even charge us for our own public records. If
they
public record, just send it to us. I mean, like you said, if they don't want to redact it, then just send it to us. I mean, why are we paying for something that you're not actually doing your job on?
Oh, I seen one yesterday. I think it was it JC News Now, or who was it? They blurred the whole body cam. They gave him the body cam, but they blurred the whole entire thing straight from bottom, from front to end. They blurred the whole thing and charged him for redacting it, I believe. You can't blur the whole thing. You're only supposed to redact personal info. I can't remember whose video that was. I really think it was like News Now JC or somebody like that. Or or either Joko. I get them too confused sometimes because their names, I don't know that. Their names remind me of each other.
Yeah, I don't know about this world, and that's why I don't want to have children. A lot of people think too that, oh, because I don't have kids, I don't know how to take care of kids. I used to run my own daycare. I've done it all. I know how to raise a kid. My best friend had 2 kids, and I helped raise them. So like for me, I don't know what it is, but after seeing the 5-year-old get shot in the back of the head, and I'm so glad I didn't see that, but just to even hear him take his last breath or any other stuff, like I love the way SJD put it out there. And that stupid lieutenant was just dumb because she was talking about, well, I didn't see the video, but it was graphic. Well, yeah, because he put graphic on the video. So graphic.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't understand that, but like for that 5-year-old, that officer or that trooper pissed me off. He should no longer have a job because he was so worried about getting that ticket. You already had that person's information. Give them their paperwork back and send them the letter in the mail.
That's exactly what I said. That ticket was so far written that all he had to do was tell him, I got an emergency, I'll send it to you in the mail. You know
what else? You know what else pissed me off about that? I don't know if you guys noticed. The ambulance didn't show up until the very end.
Oh no, and they didn't, and then she got on there and was talking about she didn't have witnesses and all this. You have witnesses. You pushed your witnesses away, and then they kept getting on there begging for information. I'm like, you've got it. Oh, it was terrible, and I'm still upset about that case. I know you guys, and I hate it for you guys that were there, and
I'm glad we were there. I'm really glad that we were there.
I am glad.
But like I'm so glad even Tippy and JD were there because there was no way I was going to that car.
I am so glad you guys were there though, because if so, people would have never knew what happened.
Right.
And the little girl, somebody might have just picked her up and carried her away.
Well, and that's what we thought, like we thought that guy, that's what he was doing because he did bring the little girl over to us.
Yeah, but he was really just trying to help, I think. I don't think he could handle it emotionally right then.
Where he came, I mean, like he just came out.
And for all we know, he might have sex charges or something. Who knows? He might have want to be with the kid, not because he wanted to hurt her, but you don't know. You can piss out the window, and they catch you. You get a sex charge. I'm not saying that there's not sex offenders out there. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, if you get caught pissing in public, you have to register as a sex offender. So what I'm saying is,
if you hang out with a girl, you're 19 and she's consenting at 16, you can get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because my uncle.
Yeah, because she's only 16.
I
Yeah.
don't need to put my uncle's information out there, but he has that where he was 19 and she was 8 or 16 or something. She was like almost of age, but not quite there. But she was consenting. And now, almost 40 years later, they ran his name, I guess, and he has some kind of charge.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, just every guy and female should be careful of what they do around anybody. Doesn't matter if you're a kid, you're an adult. Doesn't matter. Hi, Cole videos.
Hello, COVID. Hey, darling. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here, everybody. Alrighty, and thank you, Westside, for coming up here. I think I'm gonna cut this short. My phone's ringing. That's probably my mommy. I love you guys, and I want you to stay safe out there, and I appreciate the work you're doing. I really do.
Yep.
Okay.
And one of these days I'll be out to help you out.
Yeah, come down here one day. I'd love to have you down here this way.
I'm gonna be down there soon, hopefully.
Yeah, a bunch of y'all should come at once. We should do a mass thing. We'll see. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. My name is American Amy, and you are?
Westside Kimberly.
And we're out of here. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.